Okay, Melissa, this exercise is the kettlebell swing, and we're going to do a two-handed kettlebell swing here for the variation. Now, with the kettlebell swing, the benefit that we're going to get from this exercise is it's similar to a plyometric movement without the impact. So, we've done the jumps in the past, the shock training where you've got to jump and absorb the landing and stuff like that. Now, with the kettlebell swing, we're actually going to swing a weight up using the backside of the body. So we're developing strength and power in the posterior chain, specifically the upper back, the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstrings. So this will help with positioning. It's also going to help with power development from the ground, through the legs, into the torso, and out into the implement. But the other benefit that we get from the kettlebell swing is once the kettlebell is about belly or chest high, which is where the movement's going to stop, when it swings back, it's going to gain some momentum, okay? It's going to build its speed so that the forces that are exerted on the muscles when you cushion the swing and you drop into the backswing of the movement, all those muscles on the backside of the body are going to absorb that force. So the kettlebell that we're using now weighs about 20 pounds, but it's going to be much more than 20 pounds of force that the muscles are absorbing by the time it hits on the backswing. And that's where that plyometric effect comes in. So it's going to load up the muscles without us having to jump and absorb the impact. Okay? So what's going to happen is the kettlebell is going to swing back behind the legs. It's going to load up the posterior chain muscles, stretching like a rubber band. And then once that kettlebell decelerates naturally, you're going to use that force and transition into the next swing. So this is a very explosive movement. It's a little more dynamic than some things that people encounter in typical weightlifting. All right, so I'll demonstrate a couple reps and we'll have you do it. What I'm going to have you do is step up to the kettlebell so that the handle of the bell is in line with the balls of the foot. The feet are going to be about hip width or slightly wider, just a good, comfortable, strong stance. Then you're going to squat down with a good back position, pick up the kettlebell with both hands and stand up straight. From here, you're going to initiate the movement by doing a little pre-swing back between the legs with the kettlebell like this. Then you're going to drive your hips forward, snapping the hips through as if you were going to jump, all right? That movement is going to send the kettlebell up to about chest high, all right? I'm not going to have you swing the kettlebell and then pull with the arms. Okay, we shouldn't really feel anything in the shoulders or the triceps or the biceps. It should all come from the hips. All the arms are doing is keeping the kettlebell attached to your body. All right, so again, you're going to swing by snapping the hips, driving the kettlebell up to about chest high, let it swing back, follow the kettlebell with your eyes as it swings back between the legs. And again, don't purposely stop the movement. Let it swing back so that the entire backside of the body gets loaded up.
Okay.
All right? Let's give it a shot. So again, you're going to straddle the kettlebell, squat down, pick it up, and stand up straight. Now, you're going to initiate the movement by doing a pre-swing by folding the hips, and then drive the hips forward like you're jumping. Good. Good. So it should be quick and explosive. The kettlebell's going to come up about chest high, and then let it fall back. Now follow the bell a little bit more with your eyes as it goes back between your legs. So as you come up, snap through with the hips a little more, like you're jumping. Good. Good. So you're going to snap the hips and pop the knees together simultaneously, as if you were going to attempt to throw the kettlebell across the room. Good. Now your breathing pattern should be to exhale as you exert force and inhale as the kettlebell comes back. So that way it kind of matches the power cycle of the movement. Good. And you can set it down. Good.
Cool. I've done